What's up, guys? It's Gamers of the Republic here. Playing Battlefield 3. I'm sorry if I sound a little, well, weird. I'm just getting over bronchitis. I still didn't go to school today, but I figured I needed to get a video up. It's been like a week, so I didn't want to let you guys down. So sorry for sounding a little off of what I normally would, but I really felt I needed to get a video out. And this video, you will notice, has much better video quality than my previous videos because I figured out that the recording software I was using was not working correctly, and it had a really bad codecs, so everything would look a lot worse than it should. So I apologize for that previously, but from now on everything will look much better. And if things go successful from here on out, I will get an HD quality. I will be getting an Elgato HD recorder once I hit 100 subscribers. So if you want to see that, please subscribe to my channels. But other than that, I've picked out specific topics for this video, and one of them includes just the company EA in general. They are the creators of Battlefield, and a lot of times they are thought of as like a terrible company for reasons I really can't understand, including the fact they have had problems with their servers on the SimCity, and also some endings of some controversial endings to some games that a lot of gamers did not agree about because of, well, I think Mass Effect 3, a lot of people complained about the ending of that, but it didn't end well. There's a couple other ones people just really weren't happy with, but I really like EA. I really do. They make some really good games. They make Need for Speed, Medal of Honor, Battlefield, Madden, basically all the sports games they make. And they also make, well, of course, Need for Speed and, of course, Battlefield. So they make a lot of really cool games. But at the same time, they have made some crappy ones, like the new Sims City. There's a lot of server problems, and they really haven't worked on it, which has made a lot of people mad, but I'm sure they're working on it. They're just not taking priority of it with their new things like Battlefield 4 coming out. I'm sure they're working on the new Madden stuff. They have a lot of games to work on, so they're probably not thinking as much about the SimCity, which I understand why a lot of you could be mad about that, but there's just some things that take priority over the others. But another topic for this is going to be the release of Battlefield 4, and I am very excited for this. They are running the new Frostbite 3.0 engine, which is just going to look remarkable. The Frostbite 2.0 engine looked amazing as it was, and they just released a new one with even better graphics than before, which is incredible because it just looks so real. And Frostbite 2 is very realistic, and it's way ahead of most people. There are very few things that can out-top its graphic processing, but they managed to do it with the third one, and that's quite impressive in my mind. And that's something that many other companies should definitely be looking into, is getting something like that, because they look incredible. So I really think Battlefield 4 is going to be an incredible game. I love Battlefield 3, and Bad Company 2 was awesome too. And I'm not sure what to expect really with Battlefield 4, because, you know, it's not like Call of Duty at all. You never know what to expect, because they always throw a new element into it that just makes it so much cooler than before. Like explosive biomes, vehicles, tanks, and everything like that. It just all comes together to make a great experience. But knowing DICE, I am expecting them just to take Battlefield 4 just above and beyond anything they've done in the past, and just make an even more incredible game series than they already have. And I think a lot of people are looking forward to that, to Call of Duty Ghosts, which is also going to be released sometime in the end of this year. November as usual, since Call of Duty releases all of the games November 13th, I believe, is when they usually do it. And I just don't really see Call of Duty Ghosts being anything different than they already have, because I mean, Call of Duty has just been so repetitive, and they never really add too much different to it. Their graphics never really improve that much. Like the last 3 games have run the same engine as each other, and it's just like it's extremely lazy for a company that breaks records in sales, and it just makes me not want to buy the products because there's no excuse for that. I mean, there's games out there that are making not even a quarter of those profits, and every game they manage to improve almost everything. And then there's Call of Duty sitting at the top somehow, and they haven't done anything. So I am definitely not excited for that new game, but I'm looking forward to Battlefield 4. And another topic is Xbox Infinity is going to be coming out sometime next year, and the PS4 is coming out late this year. And I'm just wondering what you guys think is going to be the better console. I'm rooting for the Xbox Infinity due to the fact that I've seen the specs in both of them, and they're just about equal. I think the PS4 had a slightly advantage of that. But the reason I'm looking forward to the Xbox Infinity is Microsoft usually puts more work into their software. Like, they give better features, cooler ideas, and stuff like that. Compared to the PS4, which is usually just, the PlayStation, which is usually just, they upgrade the graphics and expect it to be good. With the graphics processor and soft elements of the design, and then expect that to just pull them through. But, which is why it's free for online, but I'd rather pay $5 a month for Xbox Live and get 10 times more feature than I do from, let's say, Sony's PSN, which, I mean, it does the job. You can play games on it, and it does it decently well, but just as proof of the reason why I'd rather pay for something better is the fact that they got hacked a couple years back, and they lost the entire network for a month, and that was just a giant mess. They had the credit cards stolen and everything, and it was just a big ass mess, and it pissed a lot of people off. I mean, they did reimburse the people afterwards. I mean, I had a PlayStation at that point, so I actually did take advantage of the free games, but I still play my Xbox 10 times more. I think I got the PS3 is at my dad's, and I don't really go there, so it doesn't get used. And just the fact it took them a month to get it back was pretty bad. I mean, I'm aware that Xbox has been hacked a couple times. That was more in the era of 2007, when internet security wasn't that big of a deal to the point. I mean, it was still big, but it wasn't like everybody was using it to the point. Internet didn't become as, like, running people's lives until about 2010. But Xbox only lasted for a couple days, as far as I know, which means it was a much less hectic process compared to a month of loss, which caused a lot of uproar in the gaming community. But other than that, that's definitely why I prefer Xbox over PS3. Not including the fact that you got like the indie games and you got Halo and Gears of War, which are very fun franchises. I know PS3's got its exclusives, but I just like the Xbox's exclusives more. Except I really like God of War, I'll admit that. But other than that, I just prefer the Xboxes for that. So I'm definitely looking forward to the Xbox Infinity over the PS4. So that's what I think of that topic. And let's see here, what else can we talk about? The new Dead Island just came out. I've played the first one a couple times, the original Dead Island, but a lot of people thought it was a letdown compared to how it was hyped. Like, it was hyped up to be like so cool, and some of the features that people were expecting out of that never came. So, and from what I've seen, the new one's not doing very well because the price has already dropped down $10, and I think on Steam it's down $20. It's down to $40. And it's just making me skeptical about buying it if it's going to be worth my money. Because I don't have that much money as it is, so I don't know if it's worth the $40 to get the game. or the $50 depending on if I buy it for Xbox or for Steam. But it's just a very spectacle about it, because if the price is dropping that fast, is it really that good or not? But there are also exceptions to price dropping that fast, because Medal of Honor Warfighter, which is one of my favorite games, it's a very solid multiplayer build. Like, it's tons of fun to play. It's already down to $20 and that's not a year yet, which is quite shocking to me since I love that game. And I think it has a great multiplayer. It's a lot like Battlefield, except you don't have squads, you have fire teams. And the fire teams, of course, they consist of 2 people. And you can heal, give each other ammo, and spawn on each other, the fire team buddy. And you really just gotta work close-knit, and they have features like peeking out from behind cover and stuff. And it's got dual sights, like you can switch between them very easily. Like, you can have iron sights plus a scope, and when you're zoomed in, all you have to do is push the right analog stick and it'll switch between the two. That's a very cool feature in my opinion. I mean, the maps aren't destructible as much. I think you could destroy some stuff. It runs the same engine as Battlefield 3 does, so it's very, very high graphics and it's really, really beautiful to look at. But it's just a very underrated game due to the fact that it just didn't really gain popularity. I'm not sure why, because I love the game. People have this problem with it. Not many people play it. It's very, very, very little number. It's only in a couple thousand, I think it is already. Which is very surprising. I love the game. So I think you should check it out. You may not have the same opinion as I do, but I think it's an amazing game. And people are just being very critical of it. Mostly because a lot of Call of Duty players probably bought it and it was too... I'm not gonna lie, Call of Duty is a very, very easy game to play. It's simple. You run and you can shoot. You don't have any like realistic movements or like wind, bullet drop. You don't have to deal with any of that in Call of Duty, which is why it's so simple. It's just you shoot and the bullet goes straight for like God knows how long. But with Medal of Honor and Battlefield, you actually have to think about your shots, and there's more realistic movements. You don't get shot in the chest with a 50 cal and survive. Well, at least not for very long. I mean, and it's not just, oh, I walked up to a knife and I can kill you. You need to knife the person at least 2 times in Battlefield to kill them. So it's not like an instant knife kill. Like in most FPSs, the knife is like the ultimate weapon. Man, you can kill anybody with it. It doesn't work that way in Battlefield. Like, you need to actually knife them. And if you do get a 1-knife kill, it's because you came up behind them. And it does like an assassination type thing, like you'd see in Assassin's Creed or Halo. And it's very, very cool, in my opinion. So, it's just very different from Call of Duty. And it turns a lot of them off from the games. Me, on the other hand, I used to be a very big Call of Duty player, but I just didn't. I couldn't stand it. Oh, like people running around with shotguns or people grenading the crap out of everybody. It was just annoying. It just wasn't fun, in my opinion. So I stopped playing Call of Duty. I haven't played Black Ops 2 since about, well, January, and it is now May. And I have not had any regrets about that. The only Call of Duties I can stand are World at War 4 and Modern Warfare 2. And those were fun for a little while, but eventually I get sick of them. Except for Modern Warfare 2, I have like 26 days of gameplay on that. I love that game for the longest time. I mean, I'll play it once in a while now, but other than that, I just do not like Call of Duty that much anymore. And I like zombies. Zombies is very fun. Like, I can get into zombies. But not for, like, over and over again. And especially not Black Ops 2 zombies. The fire on the map and stuff, the maps are way too small. Except for transit, but I just can't stand transit either. It's just, I don't know what it is about it. It's just, like, taking the bus everywhere, or the fact that the fire, weird features to it. It's just very unappealing to me. But this video is coming to a close, so I'm gonna leave some questions for you guys to answer in the comments. Do you like EA? Why or why not? Are you looking forward to Battlefield 4 or Call of Duty Ghosts more? And you guys think the Dead Island is worth it? So please like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and have yourselves a nice day.